welcome back, Rams. We are back with another week of Down in the DMs. This week's question comes from @Steven.noatm, and they ask, should Wilder's corner have thrown in the towel?
What do you think, Hunt? What do you think?
I think as a fighter, you're going to go into the fight and you're going to fight until you can't fight anymore. I think if you're in the UFC, if you're a boxer, anything that has to do with fighting, you're going to want to fight that out. So I wouldn't want my corner throwing in the towel if I was in his position. So I don't think they should have thrown it in.
And I agree with you. Nobody wants somebody to call it for them. But there is one moment I can think of where I would have considered it. We can't show it to y'all, but there was a point where Fury licked the blood off of Wilder's shoulder, and that's just like some anime villain type stuff. Like, you knew he was about to go like full Fury mode after that, and that's what I would have done it, because I would just been very scared.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying of a moment.
Of my boxer.
I mean, Fury handed it to him throughout the fight too. So, I mean, for me personally, I think that it kind of was a good idea. I know that it's your career on the line and you're kind of pushing yourself to fight to the very end, and I get that. But at the same time, I really liked what Deion Sanders said in his tweet. He mentioned, or Jalen Ramsey was saying something at first that was like, he shouldn't have thrown in the towel. I don't understand that. But Deion Sanders came back and was saying, well, your corner is thinking about your life outside of the ring as well. They're not just thinking about you in the ring, who you're fighting against, if you're going to be the best fighter in the world.
Exactly.
They're also taking into consideration every bit of your life, like your health, your well-being outside of that. So to me, it made sense.
And I think he should. I mean, the corner did do a right decision because he was getting his butt smoked right there. Fury came out there. He gained 10 pounds. He just wasn't ready condition-wise to stay in the ring. He was stumbling everywhere, and he was just getting knocked up right there by Tyson Fury. So it kind of was a smart idea for his health to throw in the flag.
Absolutely.
But yeah, as a fighter, I see why Wilder didn't want his trainer to throw in the towel. He considers himself as a warrior, and I do see him that way. After the match, so he didn't agree with the decision his trainer made, but I do understand why he made the decision he made. Bouncing off from what you said, it's his life is in his hands and everything like that. So I agree.
Absolutely. And our second question comes from @Trevor.Newell, and they ask, who should be the Rookie of the Year, Zion Williamson or Ja Morant? I will start this one off. I'm going to say Ja Morant.
I think it's
just
an
because,
easy answer.
I agree.
50 games versus 12 games. Like, Zion's putting up numbers, averaging 22.8 points. But you need a bigger sample size. I mean, Ja Morant he's been doing things for the Grizzlies that no one has done in a while. Yeah,
it's really hard to compare these two. I mean, it's very different with regards to what you said with him playing 50 games versus 12 games. So it's hard to compare.
And I believe that Zion has been playing hard and Ja Morant has playing hard, giving his team a fighting chance to be in the playoffs. But Zion could end up being Rookie of the Year right here. I'm just going to break it to you. I believe Zion could make it Rookie of the Year. Have you seen what he's doing in just 13 games? It can keep going from here. And you never know. You never know. People might just sway their minds to Zion being Rookie of the Year.
I think that Morant is definitely going to have to be the one to take it home. There's going to be those fans out there that are all about Zion, the ones that have been with him when he was in Duke and all of those people. But, I think that Morant's the right choice.
Yeah, and if, people do believe that Zion should win Rookie of the Year. I will understand where they're coming from. He's averaging 20 points a game. Ja Morant is averaging 17. I personally believe Ja Morant should win Rookie of the Year, though. He's consistently played well. He's the heart and soul of his team. So I would say Ja Morant for that one.
Seems like it's pretty even all across the board. But with that being said, between those two questions, like we have mentioned before tonight, the winner of those two questions, getting the gift card tonight, is going to be Trevor.Newell with his question that we just finished about Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. Congratulations, Trevor Newell. Well, Rams, that is all we have for this week. Thank you for sending in your questions for Down in the DMs. And be sure to keep DMing us, and we might just pick your question to be on air.
To keep updated with more sports throughout the week, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and sports at sports_CTV. I'm Hunter Fillmore.
I'm Rachel Hallam.
I'm Ethan Bird.
And I'm Ellison Hubbard. Tune back in tomorrow night for more news from the people you know and see Erica Johnson and Brendan Fairburn talking about the possibility of an NFL playoff rule change.
And don't forget to catch Rachel and I in San Diego, California, bringing you the latest updates on the men's basketball game. You don't want to miss it. Until next week, have a great night, Rams.